welcome to Play With It with Cass Allen. We're still in the week of talking about personalities in the dating pool. And today we're moving on to Me Too's. By Me Too's, I mean people that agree with every damn thing you say. I like people, me too. I love Chinese food, me too. I want to see that movie, me too. That's my favorite right there. Mine too. Oh shit, that's my jam. Mine too. I can't stand that. Me neither. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Everything you say, I agree with you. You like it? If you do, how you feel about it? However the fuck you do. My name is M-I-T-U. Me too. That's my one name. Me too. M-I-T-U. Um, that's the definition. You're looking at this person like, do you ever make any decisions of your own? How do you feel about this? Really? Same as me? Wow, that's a coincidence. I never met anybody who saw the movie Michuka la Katapiti by Frenon in 1932 on September 11th. What an amazing coincidence. This Me Too is mind blowing. You were in the theater with me in Tokyo? For real? And you were in Paris too? Oh, you too? No, but it was celery and chop suey. You know, that kind of Me Too. You start getting suspect because it's just too many things that you like that this person likes as well. Some people like a personality like this in their lives. They want someone to back up everything they say, support everything they say. It's good for them, makes them happy. It's almost like having a protege or an intern or understudy. Yeah, for certain personalities. Maybe you might enjoy Me Too. You know, there's a match in the word me right there. Maybe it's enough of an overlap that I'm willing to support everything you do. There's a match, perhaps. Depends on the chemistry. And as a Me Too, you have to be willing to accept that some people are going to say to you, you know what? I think you're full of shit. I think you're just trying to get in my drawers. Are you agreeing with everything I say? Do you even have a personality? Do you want to have one? Why is it everything I say you agree with? How do you really feel about things? And why are you not showing me that you're an individual? Why? I want you to tell me something about you before I tell you something about me so I can stop hearing you say me too. I want to be able to say, my name is me too, perhaps, or not, because I'm not going to say me too to 280 things that you say like you just did to me over the past 3 weeks, you know, shit like that. You watch people, you know, if there's chemistry from the beginning and 3 weeks in, you still haven't defined one fucking thing that you like or you want to do or you prefer or catches your attention because you just enthralled. You claim it's because you're so enthralled with me that you just want to listen to me all the time. But all I'm hearing from you are two words. Now I'm wondering if you're a broken android because you don't seem to have the ability to express yourself beyond a certain amount of words. That's getting uncomfortable. It might work short term, like I said. You might be okay with someone who is agreeable to everything you say. Maybe you want to go do some things where that type of personality works. Some people don't want people disagreeing with them. They get offended by that. They feel like you bucking up, you disrespecting, you don't understand them, blah blah, etc., etc. So maybe somebody would enjoy that type of personality, long term and short term. Some people might be okay with it. Like I said, if you out here just having a good time, and depending on the length of the relationship, a lot of things work. Especially if it's just to get some ass, to smell some monkey ass, to fuck some monkey ass. That's all you're trying to do is just smell it and tap it. You're not really caring about the personality. So none of this shit applies. But if you're out here dating, like I said, there's so many things to consider that people complain about later instead of thinking about them before you even go that far with it. Long term, do you want a type of person that's a me too? Like I said, it might work for certain personalities. It might work for a person who is an all about meist. It might even work for a passive aggressor, to keep down some of that aggression if it's something that works. There's so many ways that people can connect out here and have relationship based on their personality types. I personally, like I said, I wouldn't trust a me too because I don't need someone to agree with everything I say. I find it sexy to hear a person express him or herself as is. Tell your truth. Whether I agree with it or not is irrelevant. I enjoy listening to people just discuss who they are. It's not about whether I fucking agree with you or not. Is that really what it's all about? To me, it's just about getting to know people and how they think. I don't have to fucking agree with you. There are people out here who get on my nerve, with that feel the need for everybody to agree with what they say. Like, nah, I'm just trying to get to see who you are. I don't have to agree with shit you say. And you should be okay with that. Because I'm okay with it with you. I'm just learning who you are, you know, seeing who you are. What makes you tick? The same shit make me tick is gonna be different. You know, short term either. I don't want to deal with that personally because I'm too in your face with expression and creative shit and so I have such a way of sweeping through life and on an artistic level that when I encounter things that don't feel real to me, they shatter the artistic plane for me because my artistic plane is just beauty and joy and sunshine and transparency, the things I speak of with y'all. So when I run across somebody that I feel shifty with, I have to keep you at a different distance. Certain places you can't go inside of my energy because I don't want to be misled, with the smoke and mirrors that people bring with the things that they say that take you down different paths than the ones you would take if they would just tell you the truth. So I try not to set myself up with personality types that don't mind taking people down different paths with passive aggressive behavior. I've encountered such personalities and shared with them if you would just be honest from the first place, you know, you wouldn't reach a point where you become aggressive about something that you're trying to tolerate if you would tell people the first time that it's not okay. You set yourself up for people to think that a behavior can be repeated with those words. It's a gateway to repetition. And then you freak out when it happens too many times. Now you've had enough when you didn't have to go past one if you had just been honest. So I wrap this up this way by speaking to this as I make my plea and always do about transparency. You got to go to people and tell them, I really like you. I like you a lot. And I like you so much that I'm going to agree with everything you say because, like, just looking at you makes me say yes. Just the essence of you just makes me want to accept everything that you say and do is biblical. It's holy. It's my grail. You are my grail. Your energy is my yes. I'm your me too. If you're willing to take that kind of journey, hit me up. Well, you got to be okay going to somebody and saying, you know what? We've been going out for 6 weeks, and I noticed that you haven't said anything outside of the words me too and yep and uh-huh. And nothing's wrong with that, but it's just not for me. Let people know the truth of why you stepping off because you allow people the chance to change their behavior with the next person if they're willing to. Sometimes people are not even willing. They are willing to change their behavior. They don't even realize that they're doing something. If you tell them the truth, they get to that opportunity to say, fuck you. I don't care if you don't like my Me Too anthem. Fuck you. You know? They get the opportunity to decide how they feel about that situation as well. And I told you all that I'm not going past 30 minutes. And I hope you understand that that means that any show could last any amount of time, even though some of them have been going a half an hour. But that's not the case with this one because I really don't think there's a need, with this Me Tooism. We all understand it. You want to date somebody that thinks like you do 24/7, if that's what you're looking for, this is a category for you. But if you're looking for someone who's going to be authentic, this is definitely not the category because there's no such thing as a two fucking clones in ideology. It just does not exist. And if I'm wrong, God, show me. That's not a challenge to you, higher power, mother and father. It's simply saying I'm always open to be corrected because I only know what I know, and I know what I see and what I don't see, and I haven't seen it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'll just say I don't know it to be true. How's that to correct my statement and be more into a open-minded way of speaking instead of from a centered way? And on that note, this has been Cast Silent with Play With It. Have a good day and have a good night.